everyone, Sue here again from Sue's Dolbrodmaeth Garden today. It's the 28th of October 2025. Anyway, I've just come out and fed the chickens. It's about 12. The clocks went back the other day, didn't they? And now my dog and everybody, all the animals are all sort of a bit up in the air about the time when they get fed. Anyway, it's really chilly today, I must say. I'm very cold. I'm standing over by the pond garden because I just need to have a quick look at the mess. I'll just show you the pond garden area and how messy it is right now. Looking very messy. Pond garden, I can hear a pheasant. Look how messy it is. So everything's dying off now. And it's all looking a bit messy, so I'm leaving it for now until everything dies back, and then I will come through here and trim it up. But I will just leave it for now. So we've got all the evening primrose are all died off now. The verbena's dying off, so a few flowers left. The mints are all dying off. I'll just leave them for now. I'll just leave all these. So they'll all collapse by themselves anyway. And then over here we have the buddleias. That one needs a bit more food around it, I think. But this one done really well this year. Really, really well. Round here, looking very messy. We did get a lot of lilies this year. So I'm expecting a lot more lilies next year because this done really well, really has sort of adapted itself now to the water, and it seems to be spreading, which is good because we want the coverage on the ponds because it's better for the wildlife that are in there, that they're hidden. So all round here is all dying off, and we've got lots of little look at the little beetle things all in the middle there darting about, the water beetle things. And not much to do around here at the moment. Oh, my little man's fallen down. Oh, never mind. I'll leave him for a minute. This buddleia's doing well as well. Look at that. So I'm going to trim them back halfway. I'm not going to trim them right down to the ground because I really want these to get big next year. So I will just trim them up. Everything's overgrown. Look, the grass. I did say that on these I'm actually just going to trim them and leave the tree bits. And anything else that's grown through there, I think that's a plant there. But I'm just going to get rid of some of these beds because I just can't bother to maintain them. I'll trim up this one. We've got the Russian tarragon in there, which grows really well over here, I must say. So we'll just leave that. This one's completely grown over now, look. So we're just going to trim that back and not worry about that. And this one, I'm not going to grow anything in this one either. I'm just going to trim all these and that one there, trim them back and let them just grass over again because I think I don't need all these beds. There's too much work to maintain them all and I can't be bothered, to tell you the truth. I've got enough of the real, the actual garden bit, the main bit, and the garden around the polytunnel. So I don't really need these to grow food in. I never grew food in them this year. And if I do want to grow food with them, I will just put the cardboard back again and do it like that. Anyway, this is all a bit of a mess. Yeah, I'm just going to let the things die back naturally. And then I'll come through with the strimmer and the secateurs and just cut back all the stuff in these beds. Cut back the tree a little bit. I think we need to stake this tree this year because it's getting big now. And I'm going to cut a little bit off the top so it doesn't get too big because that's one year's growth there. So next year it will be even bigger. And it will become the size of one of these trees in time. But I won't be here then. I won't be living here by then. I shouldn't think. And somebody else might not want that tree there and cut it down. Who knows? Anyway. In here is where I use this bed, so we will put our brassicas in here next year. So I do put all the chicken manure and stuff like that. So the birds have been going through here, getting the food out of the bedding from the chickens. I actually do need to buy some more bedding for the chickens actually. But it's quite cold today. I suppose you can hear that wind. Whoa. So anyway, yeah, this all needs trimming back, apart from around the strawberries. Obviously I'm not going to trim around now. I would have to go in there and pull out the dock leaves, but that's about it in there. And then in here, these are all the teasels that come into their own next year. So these grew this year from seed, but they will definitely be growing next year. And there's some wildflowers in here, so I'll just trim this end. Well, these probably will die back, but if they don't, I'll just leave those. Just trim this end. Yeah, I'm just trying to make this more manageable, this side of the garden. We definitely need to cut back this sycamore tree here. The apple tree probably needs a good hack, and the one next door. So we'd give them a good hack once all the leaves have fallen. But that's not yet. So I just wanted to show you around this side of the garden what it looks like right now. A complete mess, but this is nature. This is what it does. Everything looks beautiful, and then things start dying back. And then I'll come back through here once it's all died back. And then I'll clear it up a bit. So, but this is a wildlife garden, so I don't go mental. I will take some of the dead leaves out of the pond though. I've got a net, so I'll take them out. Anyway, I need to put this caravan up for sale. I am selling this caravan, this Willoughby. I'm going to put it on Facebook Marketplace because we need to sell it because it's not serving any purpose. We're also going to sell this one. This is quite an old caravan, but I still think it'll sell. Somebody will want it. This one's lovely inside, by the way. So if you're interested, go on Facebook Marketplace and put the Dolbrodmaeth Riverside in, and it should come up. Anyway, I'm just going to pop round the other side. I've just opened the chicken houses at the top. So I think they need some light, but they don't want to come out. They hate coming out in the cold. They hate the wind, and it's windy today. So we will meet you round the other side. Back round the other side. I just want to show you what I did yesterday in the afternoon when I came back out. I did come back out and I did do some clearing around this side of the garden. I'm just going to show you that. Didn't take me long, so let me just show you. As you can see, I did get rid of the leaves off of here yesterday, and I piled them all on this bed here, and I went across here. These are just some weeds that I need to pull out, but I just wanted to rake it up and get rid of the leaves, and I put a load of leaves on here. I just need to take this netting off, so I've done that. Those leaves there, those ones, this one's this side, I'm going to move them over to this way and put them on the end of this bed here, because I've got to load this side, but because this netting's on here I couldn't put them round there, so I'm going to get these leaves and put them here. We need to get rid of all this rubbish that's in the garden, because when we had when we sorted it out, the stuff in the car park and that kind of thing, there was a bit of rubbish in there, so we need to get like a, I don't know if we're going to get a what do you call it, or we'll get someone to take it away or something, I don't know. Anyway, it's a bit awkward. And also I cleared up all these leaves on here, and I put them on these beds round here, and I cleared all the leaves off here as well, all round here, and I've put them on these beds here, as you can see. So that's what I do. I just get all the stuff, rake it up, throw it on the beds. It's a mulch. This is an honesty plant. It's come back already. This is beautiful. I love this. And this is honesty. And I planted 2 there, I think. Yeah, I took out the teasel and the, the sticks that have broken, the bamboo canes. We've got a couple of foxgloves growing in the ground, so I want to dig them up and just pop them in the actual beds. And then in here there are a lot of flowers. There's some sweet williams, stuff like that, foxgloves in here. So I literally just throw the stuff on, and it actually is a mulch, and it also suppresses the weeds for the winter. So I've cleared all round here, haven't quite finished. I moved that part, I cut all that back. Yeah, this bit here needs, you hear the birds? This bit here just needs pulling out the weeds. But there are some foxgloves here, here and here and here. So I will dig them up and put them in. Literally done this, it took me about half an hour or so to do that yesterday afternoon. So I'm just going to do the same thing over here and just tidy down here. And then, yeah, that's what I'm going to do today. I'm going to put them cabbages in the other side of the garden. Oh, that's what I wanted to do. Yeah. Hold on. Let's just have a look over here. Yeah, there's some more foxgloves growing in here, which is why I haven't pulled anything out yet. Yeah, over here, in this bed, yeah, when I thought I didn't have the thing, it's there, isn't it? Look. But what I'm going to do over here is take the, I'll put the cabbages in first, and then we can clear up this area, because we're going to put this back on the bed, and then we can put the leaves that are around these areas. Not that there's many leaves here, they're pine needles over here, but we'll get some leaves, some of the leaves, the leaves over here, and get some of them and put them on this bed to act as a mulch and keep the plants moist. So we'll do that. And then we'll just tidy up that pot there. Yeah, let's do that and tidy up these here. Right, let's crack on and do that because I want to achieve something while I'm in the garden today. I was going to clear outside the front there, around the edge, but I want to do in here first. Make me feel better, that's nice around the polytunnel. I've got a stick there. Anyway, let's just check in here. I still haven't brought that part out. I think that's a foxglove growing there. There you go, look, that big one. So we'll leave that. Don't need to pull anything out of here now. Let's just check on our seedlings. Our seeds. I don't think they're seedlings yet because I doubt if they've germinated. It's still quite dark. They do need light. Let's see if there's anything happening. Oh, we got something. Oh, look. Oh, it's a Mizuna. Oh, so that is growing. I have been spraying it. I've not been trying to over-water it. I thought I'd just spray it with spray gun. I do have my tomato still wanted to take part in here. Yeah, I did water. I did just soak the top of these yesterday. Try not. Oh wow! Look at that. All year round cauliflower. It's growing. Wow. Oh wow. That hasn't taken long. Oh, I'm really happy about that. These are the ones I've done yesterday or the day before. I'm not expecting them to grow yet. But wow, we're getting stuff already. It'd be interesting to see if these grow in the compost out of the compost bin. So that's an interesting thing. Our onions are looking good since I transplanted them yesterday. Oh, okay, that's good. So we're getting something. Something's happening over here. That's really good. I'm really happy about that. Anyway, let's get on and just tidy out the front a bit. And I'll see you in a minute. Okay, 1:30, I think. And I've been sorting out outside here for ages. And I found loads of plants that we had on the ground out here. And I've got them in all these pots. These are all what I did from seed. And loads there. So there's loads of Sweet Williams and some other stuff that I did from seed. So I've been going through them all and bring them in the polytunnel because they should last. So I've been clearing all this and getting all the pots out. What I need to do, I started off here because these are all the cabbages, broccoli, purple sprout and broccoli, and we're just going to put this round at the front. But then I want to scrape all this over with the rake and clear this up. And then the tree here, yeah, I'm not sure what we're doing with our fig tree. Anyway, So what I'm going to do now is I just want to scrape all this up, and I'm going to repot this tree here. I need to trim up the honeysuckle here that's on here, and just generally tidy this area up actually, so it's more walkable. I moved my hose because I keep tripping over it, and I'm going to pop these brassicas round the other side, or pop them in the polytunnel for a minute until I put them in the garden round the other side. But I really want to tidy this bit up today so that this is all tidy, because it's a bit of a health hazard, trip hazards everywhere. So I'm going to do this first, and then I'll show you once I've done it, which will be in a minute. Okay, so not in a minute, in the next minute. Okay, just want to show you what I've been doing since the last time I showed you what I was doing. So I finished this bit. There you go. So I cleared up all the mess, and I've raked it all, and I've piled all the leaves and stuff down there. So that's what I've done there. So I've cleared all this area up today. I still need to sort of tidy this bit up a bit, but that will do for now. At least it's a lot safer, because this was getting a bit much for me to walk on, and I did have a lot of plants out here that I needed to sort out, and I cleaned out my drainage thing here. This is to prevent the water going in the polytunnel. This is the drainage that we had for the house, and I just put it in here. Simon dug it out and I put it in here. I think that was last year. It goes under here, and then it goes into a pipe, then it goes off over here, and then over here is where it comes out. So it's just a soak away to get rid of the when it rains, because you get a lot of rain around here. So I washed this out and cleared all the debris out of it, so it's nice and clean now. I usually have to do that a few times, not just once. Anyway, so we've done that during the year, So we put I've got some shells here. So I put all the plants that I had outside in here, and I brought in the purple sprouting broccoli, because I'm not doing it today because I'm quite tired now. I'm really knackered actually. This was quite hard work tidying all this up. So that's that. So I'm really happy with what I've done today. It's not finished yet. I still need to, as I just said, I've got loads of shells there. I need to fish them all out and wash them all. But at the moment I'm just piling up all the stuff. I haven't quite finished there, as you can see. But I will clear all that as well, and then it'll be nice and tidy for the winter. And then it's ready for the spring next year, when I put all the plants out of here just to leave them here all year round, and then bring them back in the polytunnel. How strange. These are the ones I just didn't get round to putting them in the garden. I just didn't get round to it. So what I'm going to do is I'll probably, because I've got to clear the garden up now, well not yet, but as it dies off I'll start clearing it, and then I will go and put all these plants actually in the garden for next year. Because these are all taken. They're grown really, really well, so I think they need to be given a chance of growing in the actual garden. So that's what we'll do. I just want to show you what I did. So that's done now. I'm really pleased that I've done that. Still got to cut down this plant here. That's going to be cut down very soon actually, before the leaves start falling off too much. I might let the leaves fall off onto this ground, and then we can just use them as a mulch here. Yeah, that's probably a good idea actually. Yeah, I might do that. Just need to clear up here, under here a bit. Simon found 2 bees in the garden today while he'd done the grass cutting, so he's actually cut the grass today, because that'll be the last cut now. It did need a cut, but he put the bees, and I put in that little shell that I got from Pa, I just put some water in there. There's a bit of dirt that I accidentally flicked in there. So I thought if the bees need a drink, they can just go in there and they get a drink. Whether they do or not, we'll see, won't we? Anyway, that's that. I did put where I've emptied out all these pots and everything, I put a load of earth in here, and I've also started putting a load of earth in that bag. So with all these pots that I had outside, I've recycled all the soil. I took some worms out, there were some worms in it, and I threw them in the compost down here. so they can go in the ground in here. So I've done that because and I've done the holly tree, so I've potted it in here. I'm going to leave it in here for the winter, and I've shaped it again because it's supposed to be a ball shape. So I've given it a shape. Simon's brother bought me this for Christmas last year. It's got little red berries on, but I've left it in there now, so it's in a nice bigger pot. Should be all right in there for a couple of years, and then when we leave eventually one day, I'll just take the pot with me, so that'll be handy. So that's that. Yeah, so there are a few flowers in here if these bees are still alive. There's a few here, some feverfew, and some nasturtiums in the corner there. So I'm going to go in now because I'm absolutely knackered now, and I've got a couple of tomatoes. Look at the size of this. But you know, they all count. So I saw a couple of more tomatoes down here that I was going to pick off before I went indoors. Where are they? Are they on this? Yeah, here they are. Look at these two. They're so tiny. Oh, look at them. Look. They're really tiny. Waste not, want not. That's my son says. Anyway, I'm going to go now, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye for now. Bye.